Hello everyone, this is Moses from Zaatar Gardens, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my black satin blackberry bush. I'm going to begin with talking about the issues I've had with this blackberry bush. Much like my previous blackberry bushes that were here and here, they were the triple crown and the Loch Ness. Once it gets above 85 degrees Fahrenheit, the sun and the heat would burn up the leaves, much like you see right here, and would pretty much toast the blackberries that were on the branches. These mummified blackberries right here are from May, and I just kept them here. I just was so disappointed of what happened, so I kept them here to remind myself to remove this bush. Another issue that I've had with this plant is that no matter what I do, insects just love munching on the leaves. What I like about this variety of blackberry bush is that it is the only blackberry bush variety I grew that did not sucker growth. It only stayed right here and never grew out. Pretty amazing actually, because the triple crown that was over here was mayhem. It would grow almost 10 feet away from its main trunk and just throw up sucker growth everywhere. This just stays right here. So if you want a blackberry bush in my garden, in my opinion, it did not sucker growth, so hopefully it doesn't do it for you. But if you're looking for something that won't be crazy and invasive, I would get a black satin. The taste of the black satin was better than the Loch Ness and the triple crown, but as for was it the best tasting blackberry, I don't think so, because it had no sweetness to it. It was all tart, which is also good, but my son didn't like it for that reason. And also the seeds were pretty hard as well compared to the other varieties I've grown. It really took a lot to crunch them down in your mouth compared to the other varieties, so that deterred my son from eating it as well. And if my family's not going to eat the plants I'm growing, I can't eat everything on my own, and I didn't grow it just for me. I grew it for my family as well. Now, how I grew this plant, much like the other plants I grow, this area, because it's next to my avocados, this area has about a foot to a foot and a half deep of wood chip mulching over years that has degraded down. So it's very deep in wood chips. Prior to that, when I've tried blackberry bushes, they would die within 3 to 4 months. So wood chip mulching was a must. I also foliar fed this plant the first year of growth. Right now I think it's about 6.5 years old, and it's about, I would say, 7 feet in diameter, but I pruned it heavily. So the key elements that I like about the black satin is that it doesn't sucker growth, as far as I know in my garden. Hopefully it doesn't in yours, like I've said. And it was extremely productive until it got warm. Not even hot, just warm, and then it just dried out the blackberries. Happy gardening, everyone.
Okay, like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching, everyone.